This next part's my favorite part.
It seems like every time you open TikTok, there's a new viral dance challenge.
Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like that.
And not just for likes. There's real money to make from TikTok fame. Influencers like Charli D'Amelio and Addison Rae have turned that stardom into lucrative careers, earning movies, reality TV, and brand deals along the way. So it makes sense why so many people would hustle to pump out content. Like here in this creator's mansion.
Okay, yo, dog. Hey, Neil.
You better come out.
Hey, Neil. I know you're not getting no shoes, man. Hey, man, what's going on with y'all, man? I
Record a video.
It's good, man. It's good.
We gotta do some TikToks and then we gotta record some songs.
So we gonna do a song.
Yes, we're gonna pick some of those beats that we was freestyling on.
I learned how to record myself a little bit, man.
Alright, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody feeling this morning?
Great.
Okay.
The main thing is you need content. Y'all are at the point of y'all career where it can go either way. Put your feet on the freaking gas and just go. And don't look back.
Keith Dorsey is the CEO of Young Guns Entertainment, a Black social media talent agency. He founded the Collab Crib as a creative hub for Black influencers who are often overlooked for commercial opportunities.
We started looking at all the success that was happening in LA with like the Hype House and all these, the Sway House and all these houses. Well, the creators in Atlanta, the Black creators in Atlanta who created them, go unnoticed.
Yeah, if you stop, bro, it's gonna be so far.
O'Neal Rowe, a Collab Crib housemate, says he went viral after someone ripped the dance challenge he posted on another app and posted it on TikTok.
One day I had made a challenge. It was that baby song. It was called Vibes, and it went like viral, like worldwide.
Proud girl, you a cowgirl. Did a handstand, I'm like, wow, girl.
Everybody was texting me one day, telling me like, Neil, like your challenge going viral on TikTok, and I was like, dang, like I see all these big people hitting my challenge, but they give me no recognition at all. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna start posting videos on TikTok, and I just started from there.
So like, what's at stake for these kids for when their stuff does go viral or when it blows up? Like, what's the real reward for that?
The thing is, when they get the clout and they get the numbers, the way the industry is set up, clout, numbers, high engagement means bigger dollars. All they need is the credit. That's it.
Black creators have their content stolen a lot, and it's usually white influencers who benefit.
Why is it
like the Renegade. It's a dance trend created by then 14-year-old Jalea Harmon. But when influencers like Charli D'Amelio and Addison Rae did the same dance, they got much more attention for dances they copied.
We have three of the most famous young ladies on all of TikTok.
They later expressed remorse.
It's kind of hard to credit during the show, but they all know that I love them so much.
But folks were still pissed.
Just don't think it should ever be considered cute or sweet to misappropriate other people's creative content. I mean, we're seeing it big time now on TikTok.
Right now, please welcome Jalea.
After Harmon got her credit, the deals started coming in. But so many other Black creators haven't. In June, Black influencers went on strike. By not creating a dance to Megan Thee Stallion's then new single to see what non-Black creators would come up with in their absence. We reached out to TikTok about the strike and biases against Black creators, and they said they were working on creating a, quote, supportive environment. Giving someone credit can be as simple as tagging the creator in the post, but because of the viral nature of TikTok, the originators often get overlooked.
December 28, 2019, I literally made up the dance. I know it's hard to trace back who started it, so I'm not upset, but I am the creator of the Out West Challenge. Keep killing it.
So while creators fight for acknowledgement, they can now explore legal options to protect their work through copyrights.
My hopes and dreams are that every creator out there will have ownership of their work.
Jaquel Knight is one of Hollywood's most in-demand choreographers. He's responsible for some of the most iconic dances of the century, including Beyoncé's Single Ladies. But he only secured the copyrights to that dance last year, nearly 12 years after the video dropped.
This is from the second one, which was the all-black everything Beyoncé one, where we debuted Formation for the first time.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is like dancers. You see Queen Bee herself.
You can almost point to Single Ladies as like one of the first TikTok dances before TikTok, right? Like one of the first trends that everybody was doing and posting and uploading. What was it like to have that viral impact, especially in like the early 2000s? Like that wasn't a thing back then, right?
It wasn't a thing at all. I mean, I remember like it was yesterday. Everyone from across the world, old, young, white, black, regardless of where they're from, regardless of their race, regardless of their sexuality, everyone was doing Single Ladies. Single Ladies, we've seen in feature films, multiple TV shows. It has toured the world multiple times. Many people have made lots of money off doing the choreography, and through all of that, I've made nothing. Any song that you hear in a TV show, in your favorite movie, they asked for rights and got a licensing deal for that song to be played. And here we are, choreography is being used time and time again, and no one's cutting a check.
Even Jaquel and Beyoncé were inspired by dances on the internet.
I saw this on YouTube. It's these three ladies, and one of them is Bob Fosse's wife, who's this choreographer. It's from like the 60s, and it's one take. And I thought, wow, how amazing would that be now?
And Jaquel was able to secure the rights to his version. Can you talk about the process of copywriting a dance and what that entails?
You have to have at least 30 seconds of tangible choreography, which it has to live in a public domain, a public space, you know, whether it's via video or written out in the Laban notation. Laban notation is the sheet music for movement. It's written out in symbols, very much like, you know, your treble clef and notes that you'll find on the sheet music, and it notates your entire piece of movement. Once your work is submitted, anyone can submit, and it's on the Copyright Office to decide whether the approval is granted or not. So the act of registering your work is something that anyone can do. I'm also looking for a start. When it comes to copywriting your work, the main idea is for anyone who's gaining capital off your work, anyone who's seeing the checks roll in, it's to have the conversation of, how do I also be a part of that? For so many years, for so many decades, we have been left out of the simple conversation of negotiating.
The process can be a challenge, even for someone with a resume like Knight's. So he's on a mission to help other dancers take ownership of their work with his new foundation. There's a lot of conversation about the TikTok kids copyrighting their work, but do you think that they'll all be able to kind of go through this tedious process? Is it accessible for the kid, like you said, in Atlanta doing this out of his living room that then goes viral?
You know, I even just recently partnered with Logitech, and we're going through a notion of helping 10 up-and-coming choreographers get their work registered. You know, we've started helping Kiara Wilson, who did the Savage Dance, the Nene Twins, who did the Savage Remix, the Young Deji, who created the Whoa that's in everything. And the hard thing with TikTok is a lot of those dances are 15 seconds.
That's what I was gonna ask you too. And they come and go. You know, they're making 20 dances a day. So how—
They making 50 dances a day.
Yeah.
So Alexis, the gag is you're gonna teach me a set. Boom, 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 then we go, we said a boom, 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 then we said tick, 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 ah. Oh, it's gonna look. Okay.
I don't know about the Whoa, but this is the original Whoa for me.
Oh man, yes.
Give me my money.
Look,
Give me my money. Yeah, we just document it. It's fixed.
So my goal is to create a system, create a world where, regardless of where you are in this space, regardless of how high-end or how homegrown you are, the system protects you and looks after you and have your back. That's the type of system we need.
Yeah, all right, so we gotta start from there. So
Can we get a count like a boom cack, like a 1, 2, 3?
Okay, so-
okay, great. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey.
Okay, no. Ready?
Tell me something good. Tell me something good.
Oh, that's a little longer than the first
so
one.
the first
Okay.
one is tell me something good. Tell me something good. Damn, whoa.
Oh, it's gonna be so upbeat. All right,
Okay,
cool,
okay,
cool.
so, okay.
What do you think about the idea of like copywriting the dances? Have you heard any of that
I was gonna
conversation?
start doing that, like copywriting my dances. I just ain't know where to start to do that. Like that's the only reason why I'm gonna do it. But I'm definitely gonna do that.
So what has the response been like to trying to fight for what you deserve? Has everybody been receptive of this idea?
As great and beautiful as it sounds, it's been extremely difficult. Some people are with it and many are not, because eventually we're changing a system that then requires payout to someone else. And as we know, these big machines, they love to keep their money and they love to make it and hold on to it. At some point, we have to start saying no so the yes can work in our favor. Because like we've seen historically, our saying yes hasn't gotten us anywhere, So we have to just start changing the tone and the conversation that's been had at the beginning of, accepting a job.